Whether you think you can or you think you cannot, you're right. Henry Ford. Hi guys, my name is Fabio from Journey to Success and welcome. Today we're going to talk about how to have a champion's mindset. So we will discuss common mental barriers that prevent individuals from adopting a champion's mindset, such as fear of failure and self-doubt. Okay? We're going to also explore key characteristics of a champion's mindset, including resilience, focus, and positive thinking. But before going forward, as always, please subscribe, all right? So I know this is the right direction to lead you guys, to drive you, to guide you towards your journey to success. And let's get started, all right, as always. So, first of all, let's talk about two common challenges. The fear of failure and self-doubt. Fear of failure. Let's talk about fear of failure first. Fear of failure often originates from past trauma, which in turn leads to self-doubt. Okay, so not always, but most of the times, self-doubt is a consequence of fear of failure, to have fear about failure, about failing. For example, if you ride a bicycle and have an accident, you may find it challenging to get back on the bike, all right? So the trauma from the accident creates self-doubt. Why? Because you might think that you will fall again, leading to a spiraling fear of failure in your ability to ride, guys. And we can extend this concept to other activities as well, such as baking. Imagine you invite people over for Christmas. Now Christmas is over, so I can talk about it. So imagine you invite people over for Christmas and your cake burns. So the experience can be traumatic, leading you to avoid baking again for Christmas because, you fear making the same mistake. And the same fear applies to everything, to investing money, starting a business. If you fail, a voice inside you might say, wait, just a moment. You could fail again, okay? As some people refer to this voice as a feeling or part of self-doubt. The truth is that this voice draws from your past attempts and influences your future. And while it is possible to succeed on a second attempt, of course, failure may also emerge, And the truth is that it is possible, it can emerge. But if you fail, it simply means you need to learn more through various mistakes. That's it. Before reaching your goals, of course. The challenge, unfortunately, is that when you try again and still do not succeed, that's not a challenge. The challenge is the fact that self-doubt can become even stronger in your mind. And this can be a problem for you, So let's talk about the second monster, in this episode, self-doubt. So the question is, what is self-doubt? Self-doubt is a lack of confidence in your own skills, decisions, and values, leading to uncertainty about your capabilities and choices, okay? So it frequently shows up as a negative self-dialogue, and anxiety about failing, procrastination, and the continuous cycle of self-questioning. So self-doubt can arise from a fear of failure, as we said, arising from past experience that may have been traumatic for you. But additionally, it can be fueled by negative childhood experiences, such as criticism and lack of acknowledgement, as well as perfectionism, constant social comparison, especially online, judgment, significant setbacks, imposter syndrome, and even overprotective parenting. But before reaching a champion's mindset, right, marked by resilience, focus, and positive thinking, what is the bridge basically that connect the fear of failure and self-doubt to these three fundamental successful cores. So resilience, focus, and positive thinking. There are 9 points I picked from choosingtherapy.com. And in my opinion, these 9 points are a bridge, literally a bridge between fear of failure, self-doubt, resilience, focus, and positive thinking. And we're going to explore them together with my insight, my experience, and my knowledge. So the first point that is part of these nine factors inside, let's say, this metaphorical bridge. So the first point is the fact that you have to remember your value. It's essential to understand why you're doing what you're doing, guys. All right. So reflect on your motivations. That's very important. I'm going to give you an example. I almost didn't want to write and record this episode because I've been busy fixing the house since we bought an old house, and there is still something to renovate after 2 years. And I'm planning my family vacation to the Netherlands, managing Christmas preparation since I wrote this episode in December, and growing my business. But yet I need to remember what drives me to write and speak to you. Okay, these are my values. My values are very important. And this is the reason why, even if in the most difficult moments or busiest moment of the year, I'm still here talking with you. Number 2, limit social media. While social media can provide a quick energy boost, it can also leave you feeling drained. And in my opinion, actually, it can be linked to a digital addiction, a tech drug. So it's important to acknowledge this and limit your social media usage. Number 3, ground yourself. Focus on the present, guys. So concentrate on the small steps in a way to reach your future with success, but only if you think and if you're focused on the present. Why it is important, though, to acknowledge your future, acknowledge the steps that you have to do in your future, it's fundamental to be in the present, right? To ground yourself. This is one of the mostly it's one of the mistakes that I do over and over again. Sometimes I'm too much focused on the future, meanwhile I should be more grounded in the present. Number 4, engage in activities that provide a sense of accomplishment. So I know that a long-term project sometimes can be exhausting. Most of the times can be exhausting. For example, in my case, as a podcaster, success can come slowly because of due to the algorithm limitations. There is not a real algorithm when we talk about podcasting, and also limited alternative growth methods. It's not like Instagram. Doing podcasting is not like Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. So how can I say, it can become it can become very exhausting if I don't do correctly, but especially if I don't engage in activities, both professionally and personally, that can easily lead to a sense of satisfaction and help me advance in my personal development, right? For example, right now, I have also my club, my Journey to Success club, on Substack, and is a publication website / social media that can give me a sense of satisfaction, since it's faster than the sense of satisfaction that may give me making podcast. So you should do the same. You should always find activities that can accomplish yourself, Number 5, acknowledge your accomplishment. So carry that energy from the things you have achieved, especially the ones that were easy and quick to complete, all right? Positive memories, guys, linked with these accomplishments can be a great motivator. a very wonderful motivator. Number 6, remember you are the biggest critic. So you have to be honest with yourself about your projects. You have to be honest with yourself about your actions, about your capabilities. Only by doing this can you identify areas for improvement and make things better. I don't remember if it was the previous episode anyway. Maybe 1 or 2 or 3 episodes ago, we talk about how much is important to acknowledge your limits, because the moment you acknowledge your limits is the moment where you can find better ways to improve yourself. Number 7, practice gratitude. There is always something to be grateful for, even in the most difficult moments, okay? Search for these things. You might be surprised at how easy it is to find them. I promise you. Number 8, identify personal opportunities for growth. In today's world, guys, resources like books, videos, Google, AI, and articles are easily accessible. Knowledge is free in this era, so you need to take advantage from it. So do not underestimate the importance of ongoing learning. Okay, so that's very important. And number 9, the last factor, consider working with a therapist. If self-doubt and fear of failure persist in holding you back, guys, seeking help from a therapist can be beneficial, can be incredibly beneficial. So these steps can help you bridge, the gap from fear of failure and self-doubt to resilience, focus, positive mindset. So now, finally, let's talk about these 3 cores. So the first one is resilience. All right, let's talk about resilience first. Resilience is basically the ability to reflect and adapt when life gets tough, whether it's dealing with stress, challenges, or even traumatic events. So it's not about avoiding difficult feelings or situations, guys, but instead about using healthy ways to manage and finding support from others to work through emotional pain and come out stronger on the other side. Okay. And here we have different keys to resilience. We have a positive change and growth. At its heart, resilience means being able to adapt simply to tough experiences, which can help you grow as a person. So instead of simply returning to how things were, resilience helps you handle future problems better, okay? A learnable skill. Resilience is not just a quality, it's something that you develop. It's not a quality you have or you don't have, basically. It's something you can learn. You can learn and you can improve over time, right? So with practice and the right support, anyone can develop resilience, guys. Influences. How well someone manages with difficulties can depend on their personal qualities, guys, like being optimistic or good at solving problems. It can also depend on the help they get from friends, family, and the community around them, okay? Feeling emotions. Even resilient people feel negative emotions like sadness or anger, guys. They're no robots. The key difference is that they manage these feelings better, so they don't become too overwhelming, and they can control their emotions better. And this allow them to stay focused, especially and finding solution and moving forward. Now we have the second core. Second core is focus. So focusing on what matters. Staying focused, guys, is essential for achieving your goals. All right. It helps you channel your energy in an effective way. Avoiding distractions, setting clear priorities, and creating actionable steps. Think of it like breaking big tasks into smaller ones. You know what I mean? It's also important to believe in yourself and celebrate small achievement along the way to keep your momentum going. So that's also very important. All of these leads to clearer thinking and better result. The key ideas for staying focused are clarity, of course. Understand your specific goals, all right? Make sure they are clear and achievable, like setting SMART goals, SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound, and envisioning your long term plans, okay? We will talk about the SMART concept, the SMART concept in the next episode, so you have a better idea about what I'm talking about. Number 2, eliminate distractions. Cut down on interruptions such as phone notifications, social media, and try to avoid doing multiple things at once. Okay, so also that's very important. Number 3, prioritize. So identify the single most important task to dive into each day or week that helps you get closer to your goal. Number 4, take actionable step. So break down larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks, guys. All right. This can help you stay motivated to finish what you start. And number five, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Keep a strong belief in your potential and visualize your goals to maintain your motivations. Okay. Now, I've noticed that I struggle with focus as well. And I want to share something that has really helped me. And I want to say this is not a promotion, by the way. I use Brain.fm. Brain.fm, it's very good. It's a neuroscience-based audio platform designed to help your brain enter specific mental states, enter inside the flow zone. And these mental states are like selected via app such as focus, relax, sleep, deep work. And this platform is good. It's good if you struggle with concentration, if you have ADHD. And there is also an internal tool that implements the Pomodoro technique for taking breaks. So, we have methods outside there, you just need to look at better. But also this app, it's maybe 50 or something per year. I don't remember now. But let's say that you don't want to pay. I'm sure you can find these alternatives even for free, But even the same Pomodoro technique is good to be in focus, to manage your breaks. We've already discussed the Pomodoro technique in the past in some episode for enhancing focus. But it was such a long time ago, and I think I would like to revisit this, this technique this month, so we can see again. And in the end, we have the last core to achieve a champion mindset, guys, is the positive thinking. Positive thinking is all about finding the bright side, the light, even during tough times. And here are some easy ways to practice it. So the first point of, let's say, being positive is the fact to be focused on gratitude, Spend just a few minutes, not even that much, few minutes each day, think about, or writing down things you are thankful for. And this simple habit, guys, can help you feel more positive. Number 2, use positive affirmations. Start your day by saying kind things to yourself, okay? Treat yourself like you would treat a close friend, guys. It's very, very nice. Number 3, be mindful. Take a moment to notice your feelings without judging them, guys. Try to stay present and enjoy the moment. And number 4, limit negativity. Be careful about the environment outside. We're so connected right now with the world, and it is a positive thing, of course, but also a negative thing if you don't know how to manage your emotions. So be careful about the news you watch, or even the people you hang out with. Surround yourself with a positive environment and supportive friends, guys, right? So limit negativity. And number 5, stay active and rest well. Taking care of your body through exercise and good sleep And I tell you, this is going to have a great impact on your mood. Okay. Even small steps count, guys. Okay. Remember that. And when negative thoughts show up, here's what you can do. Challenge negative thoughts. Ask yourself if those thoughts are true or just assumptions. Replace them with more balanced, positive thoughts, guys. Number two, look for solutions. So instead of just worrying about problems, focus on finding solutions, guys. Okay. Number three, learn from mistakes. So treat failures as chances to learn instead of seeing them as weaknesses. And number four, imagine success. Okay. Picture yourself reaching your goals. This can help boost your confidence. And lastly, to keep a positive attitude, try these tips. Number one, celebrate your progress. So take time to recognize and reward yourself for even the small things you achieve. You know, in a couple of episodes ago, we talked about the fact that I finally achieved my first result in terms of monetization. But in my brain, I expect a different feeling. I was a little bit in a bug, right? But the truth is that I was still too much focused on the future. I was still too much focused on how could I do better. And this is wrong, guys. Sometimes you need to stop yourself. You need to stop whatever you're doing and celebrate your progress. Okay. Number two, build a supportive network. Connect with people who inspire and motivate you. Okay. Number three, be open to change. So understand that it's okay to feel negative emotions sometimes. It's okay. So learn how to work through them without letting them take control. That's the most important thing overall. And by practicing these habits and mindset, you can train your brain to be more optimistic and resilient in everyday life. So I hope I was clear to make sure that you understand how you can achieve a champion's mindset. Now, guys, before we wrap up, all right, let's take a moment to slow down and really highlight and understand more deeply what we talk about today. First of all, we started from a very simple idea, captured perfectly by Henry Ford's quote. Whether you think you can or you think you cannot, you're right. And the reason this is so powerful is that it shows how much our mindset influences not only our actions, guys, but also the results we create in our lives. We also focused on the two main obstacles that prevent people from developing a champion's mindset: fear of failure and self-doubt. So we saw that fear of failure often arises from past experiences, even small ones, and that those moments can stay in our memory and influence our future decisions. And in this case, it is also hard to achieve a champion's mindset, of course, especially when something similar comes again and again, comes up again and again. And closely connect to this, there is a self-doubt, which we defined as a lack of trust in our own abilities and decisions. We talk about how self-doubt can show up as a negative self-talk, hesitation, anxiety, procrastination, and the constant self-questioning. And we also saw that self-doubt doesn't come from a single source, guys, but from many different factors, such as past failures, criticism, comparison, perfectionism, and even childhood experiences. And after identifying these two challenges, we asked an important questions. How do we move from fear and self-doubt toward a champion mindset? That's where we introduce the 9 practical points that help build, let's say, a bridge, between where we are and where we want to be, where we want to be mentally, especially. So we talk about the importance of remembering your values and your why, limiting social media and constant comparison, grounding yourself in the present moment, and engaging in activities that give you a sense of accomplishment. We also discuss acknowledging your achievements, being honest with yourself, practicing gratitude, continuing to learn, and recognizing when professional help, such as a therapy, can be a powerful support. And honestly, as we said before, none of these steps is meant to eliminate fear or self-doubt completely, but that's shouldn't be your aim either. It's more to reduce their control over your actions and decisions, okay? And then finally, we explore the 3 core elements of a champion's mindset. So the first core is resilience, right? So we define resilience as the ability to reflect, adapt, and persist even when life becomes difficult. So resilience doesn't mean that you don't feel negative emotions, guys. It means that you learn to manage them in a healthy way so they don't stop you from moving forward. We also highlighted that resilience is not something you either have or don't. It's a skill, and it's a skill that can be learned and developed over time. And the second point, the second core, is the focus. So we talk about focus. Focus allows you to direct your energy toward what truly matters. So instead of spreading it across distraction, and it is very important. It's very important to be ground. So we discussed about priority, breaking big goals into smaller steps, believing in yourself during the process as well. So we also mentioned practical tools as the Pomodoro technique, background focus music, about this app that I like, brain.fm. And this, of course, these are optional supports, that help train your attention and improve concentration. But they're important. They're tools, that we have in this era. So then why not thinking to use them? And finally, lastly, we looked at positive thinking. So positive thinking is not about ignoring reality or pretending that everything is fine. It's more about learning to reframe situations, guys. Challenge negative thoughts and also look for solutions rather than staying stuck in fear. It's about practicing gratitude, guys, being mindful, surrounding yourself with supportive people, and understanding that mistakes are part of growth, not proof of failure. So, if we put everything together, the key message of today, what is it? What is the key message of today's episode? Is that a champion mindset is not something you're born with. Okay, it's not something you achieve overnight. It doesn't work like that. It's something you build intentionally, guys, day by day, through awareness, through small actions, through consistency. So today, we may experience doubt. Today, you may still face fear, fair enough. But these moments don't define your path. You have to remember that. So I invite you to take a moment after this episode to reflect on one small action you can take, even if fear or self-doubt is still present, right? Because progress doesn't come from waiting until you feel ready. It doesn't work like that. It's a lie. But from moving forward despite uncertainty. And now I want to hear from you. So again, what is one fear or doubt you are currently facing in your life? What is it? And what is one small action you are taking or you could take to move forward, regardless? You can send me a message, share your story, or connect with me on Substack. I generally enjoy reading your reflections and learning from your experiences. And if you enjoy today's episode, guys, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future conversations like this. And if this episode could help someone in your life who's struggling with self-doubt or fear of failure, please share it with them, all right? Sometimes a simple reminder is also what needs to take the next step. Thank you so much for spending this time with me on Journey to Success. And remember, we're not chasing perfection. We don't do that. We're building resilience, focus, and clarity, guys, one step at a time. I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.